There are a lot of people out there, and I get so many requests. David, my kids have all grown, left the house. It's just 2 people now.
Right.
I don't know how to cook for small portions.
Right.
Can you bring in smaller portion meals?
Yeah.
And we've done it. When I say we, I mean Corky's. Corky's has done it. And this is Corky's Barbecue 6 dinners. They're barbecue dinners. You can choose pulled pork, you can choose ribs, or you can do a combo, and these arrive frozen. Do
They
they
are
not?
fully frozen, and just like you said, I wanted to bring these to QVC. I think it's been maybe a year, because I hear from so many people that are 1- and 2-person households that say, you know, I love your ribs, but I can't just take out this huge rack of ribs, and I would love a dinner or meal. And so that's exactly what we've done. So let's start with the rib one. First of all, it's the only place, even including the restaurant, that we actually cut our ribs every bone for these dinners. We don't do it for anything else. And so we cut these ribs, whether it's 3 or 4 bones, depending on the size, and we slow smoke them for 5 to 6 hours.
Over real hickory chips and charcoal.
We truly cut these by hand, 1 bone at a time. Look how tender this is.
And you sauce them up.
And then we sauce them up. And then we do the same, then we do the baked beans. David, these are the baked beans. Here, I haven't tried out this.
Is this your famous baked beans?
These
with
are
the mustard and the ketchup in
these
it?
baked beans have our barbecue sauce.
And barbecue sauce.
These have onions. They've got a little pepper in there, brown sugar. These are our beans that we serve in our restaurant. So same ribs that we serve in the restaurant, same great baked beans. And to top it off, and I have to admit, Tom knows this.
I taste the smoky.
Oh, of course you can. So good. These are not just dumped out of a can. These have got all the great flavors of Corky's in there. These are the exact same beans that we've served on our table for 40 years this year.
So good.
Then the cinnamon apples.
And then the cinnamon apples.
And I might start with these when I eat these.
It's like dessert.
Tom knows that if I'm at home and we're doing these dinners, that I will stand there and generally have a couple of the trays of apples.
So let's try to find you a clean
Okay,
fork.
look at
There's
this.
one right here. I
These
got
are our
Have you?
cinnamon apples. So these are Washington crisp
Dig in.
apples. They're not mushy. They're big, thick slices. They've got that great cinnamon and sugar. It's almost like the inside of an apple pie. All of this, ribs, beans, apples, or pork, beans, apples, all of these can cook in the microwave in the tray that it comes in about 6 minutes.
Now, do they cook or do they heat?
Well, they just heat.
Because this is all cooked.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
This is all fully cooked, so it's a rice frozen.
Yep.
All you're going to do is you're going to heat and eat.
That's right. You take it out of this box. There's a little film over the top. You just poke holes in the film, put it in the microwave, or you can do it in the oven too, and then in just a few minutes.
But it's faster than the microwave.
It is faster than the microwave. And I have to say, it's just as good in the microwave. They're fantastic.
Now, you can choose 6 of the pulled pork, beans, and apples, or you can do 3 of the pulled pork, beans, and apples, and 3 of the ribs, beans, and apples.
Yeah, and think about this, David. This is our pork. This is our slow smoked pork. We've smoked this for our shoulders 22 to 24 hours. And I want you to see how much is in here. Then we hand pull it, and so you're going to get big pieces, you're going to get small pieces.
I've stood outside the smoker
Yeah, you see.
with Jimmy.
Look at this.
And we have pulled whole pork shoulders out
Look
that
at
have been wrapped in the tin foil.
That's right.
In the smoker.
You see that pink? That's that smoke ring. This is authentic pulled pork from Memphis, Tennessee. Then we sauce it, and then again, the beans and the apples. And so this is truly the barbecue experience as if you came to my restaurant, because that's what we want to do here at QVC. We're a restaurant. That's what we want to do. We want to give you that same experience. And so if you heat these up in your house, it is just like you came to the restaurant in Memphis, sat down at a table.
You know what I was going to say?
What you going to say?
You could either make a pan of biscuit, and you could make a sandwich out of the biscuit.
The biscuits that you pop on.
Okay. Get some loaf bread.
Yeah.
And just make yourself a sandwich of that pulled pork and all that sauce, and then have the apples and the beans. You could even put some beans on the sandwich.
Or a little Hawaiian or potato roll.
A little bit.
And then you're just putting that on there. But the thing is this is 3 things. This barbecue is authentic. This is not just meat with barbecue sauce on it. It's barbecue to us is slow smoked, the old-fashioned way.
This is barbecue in January.
It is.
February.
Yep.
March.
Yep.
April. Is there auto delivery on this? Do we know, Blaine? There is no auto delivery, so stock up. I mean, buy
meals.
yourself a couple combos. That way you'll have you'll have plate, and then just stack them up, stack them sideways.
Sideways in your freezer.
I have a little side by side at home. I think most of us do. This is going to be an easy thing to just tuck in there by whatever, and by the ice maker, what have you. And then when you come home at the end of a long day and you're like, oh, beast, what's for dinner? I didn't put anything up. Fall.
Yeah.
And you're like,
look at this.
And then you open the freezer door, and then the angel choir sings, and you're like, whoa.
Look
and
at
then
this
there
meat.
it is.
Look, this is all rib meat coming off one of the bones in this dinner. This is true, authentic Corky's barbecue. Whole entire dinner that just takes a few minutes in the microwave, a few minutes more in the oven.
And this is a really big meal, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's so exciting about it. Now, I will tell you, you can do 6 rib meals, 6 pulled pork meals, or you can do a combo where you can do 3 and 3.
And think about having 6 barbecue meals in your freezer. And if it's just one of you, which is truly 1 or 2 people is the reason that I wanted to bring these.
Yeah.
If it's just one of you and you have a barbecue meal once a week, instead of sending something out or having something delivered or cooking something and making a mess with 6 dishes, this is all self-contained. You don't dirty up any dishes. You cook it in the tray that it comes in. If you had 1 a week, that is 6 weeks worth of great barbecue meals in your freezer.
Or if you had the same meal 3 times in a week, you might need to buy some more.
That's right.
But it's important to know that this is for those households that want great food.
That's right.
Fast.
This is not if you have a big house. This is not if you're having a party and a bunch of people over. This is selfish. It's for you.
This is for you and your significant other
That's
on
right.
movie night,
Yep.
on a night you don't want to cook, on a night it's so cold outside you can't even go outside. You just want to build a fire.
No dirty dishes.
And have a nice meal. And at the end of it, you rinse this out and put it in the recycle bin.
And you're done.
And you're done.
And you're full.
You
Your
can even put
belly's
the
full.
carton in the recycle bin.
Yeah. And these are big. These are
And
big.
and eat the apples
Eat
first,
the apples
Tom
first.
says.
I eat the apples
The
first.
apple. You know what?
I love
Life
apples.
is short.
That's
Eat
right.
dessert first.
Just in case.
I mean,
Eat those
come on
apples.
now. Oh my word. It's good
I
to see
love
you,
it.
friend.
It's good to see you. Thanks.
Nice
I'm
to
so
have
glad
you
to be
back.
back.
And we've got time for one more item, but not before I mention the hoodie that I'm wearing. Now,